Welcome to the video lectures on heat transfer lab. So in the today's class we are going to conduct the experiment on heat transfer through a pin fin with natural convection of heat to the surroundings. So the objective of this experiment is to determine the heat transfer coefficient for natural convection of heat transfer from the surface of the fin and also to find the effectiveness of the fin. So what is convection? First we will study. So convection, it is the mode of heat transfer in which the heat exchange takes place between a solid surface and the adjacent fluid that is in motion. So whenever the fluid motion, when it takes place over the solid surface, because of the density differences, then such type of heat transfer it is called as the natural convection. So now we will study what do you mean by fin. These fins are used to increase the heat transfer rate from a surface to a fluid. So there are so many types of fin shapes are available. For example, you can see circumferential fins around the cylinder of a motorcycle engine, and the fins attached to the condenser tubes of a refrigerator are the few familiar examples of the fin. So in our lab we are going to use the circular fins, and also our main aim is to calculate the effectiveness of the fin. Whereas effectiveness, it is defined as the ratio of heat transfer rate with fin to the heat transfer rate without fin. So this is my observation table. So we'll note down the readings of voltmeters, we'll note down the readings of ammeter, and heat input, that is Q is equal to V into I in watts we will take down, and we will note down the temperatures T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, which reads the temperatures of the circumferential fin at the different lengths, where T6 is equal to TA, it reads the chamber temperature. So now we will conduct the experiment. So before conducting, we will go through the specifications. So length of the fin, that is L, it is given as 150 mm. So diameter of the fin D is 12 mm. Thermal conductivity of the fin. So fin material, here we are using it as the brass material. So it is 110.7 watt per meter Kelvin. So diameter of the orifice, it is 20 mm. Whereas width of the duct is 150 mm. Breadth of the duct is 100 mm. And coefficient of discharge of the orifice, that is CD, is 0.62, it is fixed. And density of the manometric fluid, that is here water we are using as the manometric liquid, so density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube. So now we will conduct the experiment. So in the today's lab we will study heat transfer through a fin by natural convection. So this is a long rectangular duct, you can see this portion. So the width of this rectangular duct is 150 mm and the breadth is 100 mm. So in this rectangular duct, the circular fin is fitted along this rectangular duct, and one end of the circular fin, it is taken outside the duct, you can see here, and one end of the circular fin, it is heated with the help of heater, so that the heat will be conducting throughout the length of this circular fin. So you can see here the thermocouples are fitted on the circumference of this circular fin at a distance of 30 mm. That means the distance between each thermocouple is 30 mm. You can see here these are the thermocouples fitted on the circumference of this circular fin in order to note down the temperature along the length of this circular fin. So you can see here
This is the temperature indicator, and this is the temperature knob to read the temperature along the length of this circular fin, that is T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. It reads the temperature along the length of this specimen, that is circular fin, whereas T6 it reads the chamber temperature or the ambient temperature around this circular fin. So this is the voltmeter indicator which indicates the voltage what we have set, and this is the ammeter reading. So this is the knob to set the voltage. So let us set the voltage as per our requirement. So let me set here for 80 volts. Let us take the reading for 80 volts. Let me set it first. So now we have set the reading for 80 volts. Now let us keep the experiment to reach its steady state. So after some 10 minutes, when the equipment it has reached the steady state, then we will conduct the experiment. Now the equipment has reached its steady state. So let us read the now voltage. It has increased to 84, 85, and the ammeter reading is 0.41. So we'll consider it 0.4 only, and we'll consider it as 84 volts. So the temperature T1 it is 158, temperature T2 is 134. Temperature T3 is 115, T4 is 98, T5 is 88, whereas chamber temperature is 41 degree centigrade. So next we'll set the reading for 90 volts, and we'll take the second set of reading.
So now we will note down all the readings in the tabular column. That is voltmeter reading, it is 84 volts. Ammeter reading, it is 0.4. So heat input, that is Q is equals to V into I. We have already calculated this 84 into 0.4, it is 33.6 watts. Whereas T1 temperature is 158, T2 is 134, T3 is 115, T4 is 98, where T5 is 88, where this is the chamber temperature is 41 degree centigrade. So now let us calculate first the average surface temperature, where Ts is given by the addition of all these temperatures from T1 to T5, where average surface temperature, so I have added all the temperatures from T1 to T5, that is divided by 5. Total 5 temperatures are there. So my average surface temperature is 118.6 degree centigrade. Next, ambient temperature, it is T6 is equals to TA, it is equals to 41 degree centigrade. Third one, we will calculate power input, that is rate of heat transfer through the fin to the surroundings, that is Q is equals to V into I. Already we have calculated it as 33.6 watts. So now next we'll calculate surface area of the fin, that is A is equals to pi into D into L. It is in meter square, where A is equals to pi. Diameter of that circular fin is 12 mm. We have converted it in meter here. Length of the fin is 150 mm. We have converted it in meter. So area is 5.65 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter square. So now let us calculate the average surface heat transfer coefficient by experimentally, where h bar is given by V into I divided by pi into D into L, the bracket Ts minus Ta. So V into I, that is heat input, is 33.6 divided by pi into D is diameter is 12 mm, L is 0.15 meter. So this is in the bracket 118.6 minus 41 degree centigrade. So my h bar is 76.63 watt per meter square Kelvin by the experimental method. So now we'll calculate the heat transfer coefficient by theoretical. So now let us assume the mean film temperature, that is TF is equals to TS plus TA divided by 2. So my average surface temperature is 118.6 plus 41 is air temperature, and it is ambient temperature divided by 2. So it is average is 79.8 degrees centigrade. So nearly at 80 degrees centigrade from the data handbook, that is CP Kodandram. So we'll note down all the properties of the air at this temperature. You can refer page number 34. So these are the values, that is properties of the gases at 1 atmospheric pressure. We have noted down these values at temperature T is equals to 80 degrees centigrade. That is kinematic viscosity, Prandtl number and thermal conductivity of the air. These values we have noted it down from the data handbook. So now let us calculate the Grashof number, that is indicated by GR. It is given by the formula beta into G delta T d cube divided by kinematic viscosity square, where beta is given by 1 divided by TF plus 273. My TF average temperature, that is fluid temperature, is 79.8 plus 273. So my beta value is 2.83 into 10 to the power minus 3, where delta T is given by TS minus TA, that is 118.6 minus 41, it is 77.6. So now we'll substitute these values in this Grashof number to calculate the Grashof number, where Grashof number is given by beta is 2.83 into 10 to the power minus 3, G is 9.81, where delta T is 77.6. My diameter of that fin is 12 mm, that is 0.012 meter, whole bracket cube, divided by kinematic viscosity square, that is 21.09 into 10 to the power minus 6 whole bracket square. So my Grashof number is 8480.44. So now we'll calculate the Rayleigh's number. So these all the formulas we have taken from the data handbook related to the natural convection, where Rayleigh's number is given by GR into PR. So GR is 8480.44. Prandtl number is taken from the data handbook, that is 0.692. So my Rayleigh's number is 5868.46. Now let us calculate the Nusselt number, which is denoted by the symbol Nu, is equals to C into GR PR to the power M. So this formula is also taken from the data handbook. You can refer page number 138. So where C value is 0.85. So these values are also taken from the data handbook only, where M is equals to 0.188. So C we have substituted as 0.85. GR into PR is 5868 to the power M is 0.188. So my Nusselt number is 4.344. Next we will calculate the theoretical heat transfer coefficient, which is given by the formula Nu into thermal conductivity of air divided by the diameter, where H is equals to Nusselt number, that is 4.344 into 0.03047. This is thermal conductivity of air, which is taken from the data handbook, and this is the diameter. So my average heat transfer coefficient H is L1.03 watt per meter square Kelvin. So now let us calculate M value, that is root of H into P divided by K into A, where P is nothing but perimeter of that circumferential circular fin, which is given by pi d, where K, this is area of that circular fin, that is pi upon 4 d square. So if we will simplify it, so my final expression will be root of 4H divided by K into D. So 4 into H is L1.03, that is heat transfer coefficient, where K is thermal conductivity of the brass material, it is 110.7. So diameter is 12 mm, that is 0.012 meter. So my M value is 5.76. So now let us calculate the total heat transfer through the fin. M into Kf into AC, that is area of the cross section, in the bracket TB minus TA into tan hyperbolic ml. So these all formulas we have taken it from the data handbook only. So M is 5.76, thermal conductivity of the brass material is 110.7. So area of that cross section is pi upon 4 d square into TB minus TA, it is 163 minus 41. So where TB is calculated by the formula, it is T1 plus 5 degree. So this will be equals to 158 plus 5 equals to 163 degree. That will be the temperature at the base of the fin. So now tan hyperbolic m into L value. So by simplification, I am going to get that the heat transfer through the fin is 6.14 watts. So now we'll calculate the efficiency of the fin. The formula is tan hyperbolic ml divided by ml. So by substituting these values, so I am going to get the efficiency as 0.8082 or 80.82 is the percent or is the efficiency of the fin. So lastly, we'll calculate the effectiveness of the fin, which is denoted by the symbol effectiveness. Epsilon is equal to Q divided by H into AC bracket TB minus TA, where Q is 6.14 divided by H is heat transfer coefficient L1.03 into pi upon 4D square into TB minus TA. So my efficiency of that circular fin is 40.344.